He advised me to take me shopping. I saw him like what did you simply say let me move man before I accomplish something you going to make me mess up the wedding. Definitely jumps out and placed them in suits and made them cause them to compose verses for himself and took all that distributing and assaulted him music. And it resembles Fruity, no question more subtleties are pointing at the gay hypotheses towards Diddy this time. The web might have uncovered how large he had to submit to Diddy's gay orders. What's this about continue to watch to figure out throughout the long-term reports have been all around the web blaming Diddy for being homo. And albeit the rapper is yet to certify this charge, the media actually won't quit giving data that further focuses fingers at jingle before we plunge into big deals business. Did you had at least some idea that few superstars have hit Diddy in the mood for being gay? As a matter of fact, Diddy himself might have offered himself by dropping rather two glaring stirs things up around town. Supposedly confessed about his sexuality and blood oranges. Tune call trust close to the furthest limit of the video, as two people were seen embracing each other while they're strolling with a gathering of men. Diddy said, some of the time I ask myself, like you realize, what is it will take for me not to be hesitant to be cherished the manner in which like I truly need to be adored partitioned. By however at that point, I know how I truly need to be adored yet. I'm nevertheless, I'd like terrified to extremely feel that you realize it resembles you need something, yet you couldn't say whether you can deal with it. The music tycoon proceeded with perhaps one day I'll move past my apprehensions. And I'll get moreover Diddy had a serious second in the studio, apparently suggesting his sexuality. The web chats in regards to Diddy's sexuality warmed up a 2017 video, which highlighted an alcoholic Diddy calling one more man daddy. Reemerged during the meeting. The awful kid records found her furthermore demanded he never truly celebrated with marvelous. We celebrated for my birthday. Before you came to my party, a confounded fav, said the liquor energized interview then. At that point, provoked 50 Penny to toss shades at Diddy he shares with astounding me. And we want a party. What is you referring to when individuals express that to me? I get a little awkward. Diddy later made sense of in a meeting on the Morning Meal Club. He expressed something to me quite some time in the past. At Chris Leedy's wedding, he let me know he'd take me shopping. The G-Unit star added I saw him like, what do you say, let me move man before I accomplish something you gone make me mess up the wedding. Well, that is something a person tells a young lady. It seems to be Curtis 50 Penny Jackson isn't done defaming scene Diddy codes during the new meeting. 50 was gotten some information about poking fun at the music. Big Shot's supposed sexuality can never again help you all. Soon you will be in every way gay and cheerful. You are currently left under authority of Puffy Daddy report to the closest rainbow supper hoodlums in venues. To this 50 answered, he expresses profound gratitude. He doesn't know things that he's colloquialism resemble Fruity. You understand what I'm talking about. He expresses something to remarkable, no yet me. And we ain't party, we want a party. What is you referring to? That is the sort of stuff when individuals express it to me, I get a little awkward. He continues, he expressed something to me one time, quite some time in the past, at Chris Lighty's wedding. He let me know he'd take me shopping. I saw him like, what did you say? I saw him like, what did you say? Let me move man before I accomplish something you will make me mess up the forest. Gracious. That is a decent motion. Allow me to escape. No, the popular rapper 50 Penny has marked Pet Gay various times during their long-running spec. He doesn't have any idea what he says is. Fruity 50 Penny discusses Diddy in a 2018 meeting on the Morning Meal Club. Getty hasn't affirmed or disproved the LGBT bits of gossip, in spite of getting attacked for quite a long time. Gracious. Yet it gets fascinating. In 2009 rapper show reviewed the one time he was taken to a gay club by Diddy. He was so stunned when he found what sort of club it was that he quickly took off. We leave the club straightforwardly. I didn't express harmony to no one. It was suspect, he said. Incredibly, Diddy himself once coincidentally owned up to laying down with Usher. When Usher was first endorsed to Let Face Records as a youthful adolescent, he was given scene brushes, then referred to as Puff Daddy as a tutor at 14 years of age. Usher moved to New York to team up with Brushes, otherwise called Diddy. Yet it wasn't all work. Clearly Diddy would allow Usher to go to his excessive gatherings to give the vocalist a greater amount of a tingle. Yet I'm not saying Puff was off base. That first collection wasn't my best yet. It sent off the vocation I've delighted in for a considerable length of time, since it's assisted me with understanding the significance of having a coach. While I'm working with Justin, you need to make music applicable for the present chief of Left Face Records. Lad's Red uncovered that Diddy persuaded him to keep the teen attendant on the mark. When he had examined dropping the star, he said I needed to drop him, I needed to be bankrupt with him. I made Haim extremely upset. I made his mother extremely upset. It was an exceptionally intense period. In both our lives, he added. Then somebody told me, don't be a nitwit, don't sell your stock in Usher. He's actually going to be a star, he's beginning. And you thought he was the day you marked him. And that individual was tuned yet in a meeting. Did he sneak past, saying that he laid down with Usher? Really, the allegation is by and large less surprising in light of the fact that gay bits of hearsay have twirled around. Diddy for a really long time has referenced on the webpage beforehand Diddy's name came up in a government drug examination in regards to claims he took part in sex with underage guys, and source and individuals from media outlets expressed one of the underage guys that he was purportedly associated with artist Usher, who is currently a grown-up. It was accounted for that Diddy and Usher used to rest in a similar bed in New York when he was an underage minor working with a maker who was in his 20s at the time. Usher was shipped off live with Diddy for a couple of months during the 1990s when he was 15 years of age to create a streetwise picture and sound for his music vocation. Usher has been in an endless series of useless connections since that time, all the more as of late on two separate events. Diddy was envisioned with guys and cozy represents that elaborate him mounting them from the back, while grinning or snickering, which made numerous on interpersonal interaction state. He is gay, sexually unbiased likewise during an evaluation on Chris Earthy-Colored's profession, specifically the business execution of the Orby Terrible Kid's most recent collection, Windy Orlando, followed off to talk about a supposed sexual experience with Diddy you gave me that us golly mula she began at the brief imprint. I left it, however. The commendation meeting over the supposed oral communication went on for almost a moment as the that is so Raven star licked his lips and directed enticingly into the camera day. Definitely sparkle, I mean I love it. And looked by the explosion the questioner, for the most part, back onto the subject of music. While Orlando gathered himself in the meantime, fans have seen that Diddy might have affected Biggie into homosexuality, tells well think he assaulted about the fact that it is so great to be homo. And that is quite glaringly obvious. The infamous enormous said you look so great I'll suck on.